What is up, you guys? Miami Hurricanes time, back with another video, and today we're going to be doing something that we actually still haven't gotten around to and do, and it's discussing Miami Hurricanes 2019-2020 college football schedule, and where I personally think they will place, and hear your guys' thoughts, and think where you guys will say they will place. So, we're going to just go, we're going to take our time and break it down from the first game to the end, bowl games, ACC championships, and all, and see where we come up with results. So let's start up with the schedule. So the first guys we have are the Florida Gators. The big old tough Florida Gators. Personally, it's very interesting. I think this will be the toughest game we'll have all season. It is the most competitive one I think we'll have. The most athletic team. The team that's coming off a 10-win season. I mean, this one's going to be really tough. And it's the first game of the season. Those are just tough always. So I can't give you guys a prediction of for sure this is what's going to happen until when it gets their closure time. But for now, I'll give you guys two perspectives. As a fan, I say we win. Okay, I say we win. As a Miami Hurricanes fan, Anton says we're going to win, we're going to squeak by 7 points, a touchdown, or 10 points. You know, it's going to be a great fight, a rivalry game. We'll get there. Realistically speaking, I'm just going to put loss on this one because I want to see the worst case scenario just so we don't get our hopes up too crazy and go on. So I think I would love to see us win that. As a fan, I'm going to say for this one, we're going to lose it just to be on the worst case scenario. Now, the next game we have is North Carolina. UNC has currently gotten a new coach in Mack Brown. UNC has been really in an abysmal state of a program. They have not much of a program and team going on together. Well, with chemistry, there's a lot of rebuilding going on. I don't see us dropping this one, guys. I think it's a win, easy one. I think we destroy them, just stomp them. There's no reason we should lose, and it's good thing it's an away game so we can have other games at home. Now, you keep going at the schedule, and there's not really much of a discussion that goes on with Bethune-Cookman and Central Michigan. What's interesting is the guys we have currently on staff are actually previous head coaches from Central Michigan and have ties around there, which is kind of a unique thing. Next game is Virginia Tech. Now, this one is, I like this one, and I like this placement of it. Of course, I would probably prefer Virginia to get regular ACC and build up our schedule. Virginia Tech will be a great ACC game. Now, the problem with Virginia Tech is they haven't been on the upslope that they've been on for a while with the new coach. Josh Jackson transferred out to Maryland, and so they've got a new quarterback situation. He wasn't doing that great there either. He's kind of up and down. So, and they've had some impactful players that have either, graduated, seniors and stuff. They're not in a rebuilding process, but they're not at the best and peak of their game. I think we win this one, being that it's a home game. By then, we're going to be in our system. We're going to know what the Danino system is. There's just too much talent to go around athleticism. I think we win them and beat them. Moving on, going down this list. Now, I will say, there might be a surprise. It's a dark horse team. Every year we know they bring their best in ACC. Virginia. There's no excuses for Miami to lose to Virginia. I don't care what the year is. I don't care what's going on with Virginia. I know some people will give them some more respect, some less. They're just not a football team that Miami should ever have a loss against. It could be a tight one, it could be close, but it's a home game, and I like the fact that if you look at the schedule, you got UNC, Bethune-Cookman, Central Michigan, Virginia, and Virginia Tech. Whoever the quarterback is, he'll be really able to assimilate himself before he gets into some very, very tough situations and environment, in my opinion. The Gator game, it's going to be tough, and there's no way about it. But after that, even if it's an L, they have some time to go on. So right now, currently, in my prediction of a record worst-case scenario, we have one loss, and the rest are wins up down to Virginia. Now, Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech is an interesting one because we always said Georgia Tech gives Miami headaches and any team headaches with the triple option. Now, also, new head coach, new system with the triple option. Watch out for them. I'm going to be keeping in touch and tabs on them. They're in a spring ball game and all that. What is that going to look? These guys were recruited for the triple options. That's very tough to rebuild compared to anyone else. It is also a home game for Miami. I don't think we lose this one, and I don't know if it'll be as close as the previous ones that have played versus Georgia Tech. I hope not. We'll see. You just don't know. It's a hard one to predict. I say we win that one. I really do believe that we have that one as a win. But the next one is just Pittsburgh, okay? Pittsburgh has given every single ACC team difficulties and headaches. And I'm not sure how I feel about this one. And just to give you guys a worst case scenario, I say it's an L. I'm going to say it's an L. I say for some reason we're not on the top of our game. It's an away game. Pittsburgh gets off to an early start, and we can lose that one. They're the team that usually is out there lurking, and given either Clemson or Miami or what have you, they're just that team that you just don't know, but year after year, they get that one crazy game. And worst case scenario, I'm going to say we lose to them. But Florida State, I think that rivalry game, Miami's going to bring out the umph. Willie Taggart doesn't know what he's doing. The quarterback situation there is abysmal, to say the least. I mean, they're getting FCS college guys to maybe play quarterback. They have single quarterbacks transferring out. It's just, Miami's going to tear them up. It's going to be a rivalry game. It's going to be close. I'm not going to exaggerate this one, and it's going to be something splurgy. I would love to see us whoop their butts, and our defensive line with amazing defensive ends just rip through them, and the linebacker crew just getting that turnover chain, blah, blah, blah. But we'll see. I'm going to say, look, on a steady, safe side, we win this one, but it's not a crazy win. It's a rivalry game. It's a tough one. Louisville coming up next. Also, another rebuilding program in the ACC, new coaching staff and such of sorts. We'll see what happens with them. I think it'll be actually lucky for us that we play them on that side of all the other teams for the ACC. I think we win this one. I don't see us dropping that one or Florida National. So at this point, we only have 2 losses, and that's worst case scenario. Duke, okay, look. Duke has a last game that's also an underdog one. Duke just, they get fired up and they play tough, good ball. They're not in a rebuilding stage. They're a basketball school, though. Miami should never be acceptable with losing to them. I don't see the new Miami, Manny Diaz, and their coaches being okay and not preparing for this one and letting them spurn us. I say we win this one. It'll be an ACC game. It'll be a tough, we got to bring our game, but I think we win this one. And it'll be very important for us to finish the season strong, which moves on to us to the next segment and the last part. At this point, we have 2 losses. We have the ACC probably 1. I don't think any other team would be in contention for the Coastal winning spot. So we're probably going to be playing Clemson. I don't think we'll beat Clemson, guys. I don't see that happening. Let's say in this scenario, we win out. It's a tough one. I hope we bring a football game to Clemson at this point. There's too many question marks on the Miami side. We're not an established team. Clemson is. I don't think we win this one, but I want us to compete and get up there. Now, in this scenario, we already have 3 losses. I don't see us getting to the playoff picture with that. Now, it will be interesting if we lost to just the Gators, didn't lose any other games, and maybe barely lost to Clemson. Would we still be in the playoff picture? I don't know. It really depends on everyone else. If we win out the schedule, it would be very interesting come the Clemson game. But at this point, I say we have 3 losses, rest are wins, so we have a bowl game. And I think the bowl game will be a really high one if we perform at that level. Hopefully, we don't even have 3 losses and just have 2. One tough one during the season and losing to Clemson. And that way, I want us to be in a New Year's Six Bowl, okay? Again, and I want us winning that one. And I would see us matching up against, would be the best team that would be very interesting to me is Ohio State. Ohio State, they lost Urban Meyer. I don't think they'll be able to finish completely all the way to get the playoff picture with that transition. They'll drop 1 or 2, and they'll be at the level of Miami, and Miami playing versus them. Maybe a Tate Martell and his Vengeance crew coming in. It'd be very interesting to see those 2 programs added again and us getting revenge for what they stole unrightfully from us. I don't care how long ago it was. We won that game, and that was wrong, and they know it. Now, I would love to see that game. I don't think Miami will bring, with all the hype, with all the energy, having a very decent season under Manny Diaz's first year. I think we win that game, and it'll be overall an 11-3 record is what I predict for the Miami Hurricanes. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below, okay? So that's my prediction and my drop down of the whole schedule, and that's how I kind of feel about it. At this point, spring ball hasn't even started as I'm recording this. I want to hear your guys' thoughts and the teams that you guys are most worried of. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button. I really appreciate it. Please subscribe. We're trying to get and grow this college football community in this offseason. I really appreciate you guys sharing it with anyone that would enjoy it. Guys, college football is a fun and exciting and crazy world. You never know what's going to happen, but at the end of the day, you know one thing, it's always all about the you.
Summer